In this video, we're going to look at the number e, Euler's number. The number e is one of the most important numbers in mathematics. The first few digits are 2.7182814590523652747135237 and more and more and more. Just like pi, it is an irrational number. It comes up a lot in standard level maths, but if you ask students studying standard level maths, very few of them would be able to tell you where it actually comes from. A few mathematicians like Bernoulli and Euler studied it during their careers, and the number is actually named after the mathematician Euler, who did a lot of work on E. This is how he came to think or derived E. So imagine you go to a bank, you have $1, and the bank is very generous with its interest rate and says it will give you 100% interest per annum. So at the start of the year, you would have $1. At the end of the year, you got 100% interest, so you would get an extra $1. So you would have $2. But then the bank comes back to you and says, maybe we'll still give you 100%, but we'll pay you twice a year. So we'll give you 50% after 6 months and then another 50%. So you would start with $1, then you would have 1/2, but you would get that twice. And if you work that out, it comes to 2.25. So at the end of year now, because of compounding, interest on interest, you now have $2.25. Then the bank comes back to you and says, maybe not. We'll give it you every 3 months. So we'll give it you 4 times a year. So you get 25% each year, each quarter. So you get 1 plus a quarter. But this is going to be compounded every 4 years. And if you work that out, at the end of that time, the end of the year, you'll get $2.4414 back. Then they say, nah, maybe we'll give it you every 2 months. So you get 6 lots. So you get $1 plus 1/6, but this will be compounded 6 times. And if you work that out, you get $2.521626 back. And they say, maybe not, we'll give it you every month. So you get 1 plus 1/12, compounded 12 times. And if you work that out, it comes to 2.6130352. Then they say, maybe we'll give it you every day. So now it would be, you would get every day 1/365th of the interest, but it would be compounded 365 days, which comes to 2.714567452. And then they come back to you again and say, maybe we'll give it you every second. So how many times would that be compounded each year? Well, there are 31,536,000 seconds in a year. So you'd have to work out 1 plus 1 over 31,536,000, and that would be compounded 31,536,000 times. And if you work that out, it comes to 2.71881615. So what is actually happening? Well, as you go up, the difference between each amount is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, but it is actually going to a limit. And the limit is, so it is the limit as n tends to infinity of the function 1 plus 1 over n to the power of n, and that is equal to e, which as a numerical value is approximately 2.7182818 ... So it is the limit of 1 plus 1 over n to the n.